Bali Kintamani Village is 1,500 meters high. The village of Kintamani has a cool, damp climate suited to growing oranges and passion fruit, and on market day, which falls every third day, the main street becomes a bustling chaos of vendors, some of whom have traveled from far away, carrying their wares on horseback. Kintamani is the object of mountain tourism, is very unique and stunning, with cool air condition in the daytime and cold at night. Tourism object is located in the area is located in the village of Bachur, Kintamani District Level 2 Regional District Bangladesh. As for the route object linking tourism with the tourism regions Tourism Bachur and Bazaki Tampak Siren. To reach these locations can be taken through the journey overland from Denpasar for 2 hours, exactly to the place called Penalokan. In accordance with its name in Balinese, Penalokan means most strategic place to see the sights of nature in this tourist location. Located in the region Penalokan Ketazan Village, one village in Kintamani district. We can watch stunning natural scenery of Penalokan, a combination of Mount Bachur and the expanse of black rock with Lake Bachur and on a blue caldera. According to the tourists, often called the world's most beautiful caldera. Because the number of tourists grew, Penalokan already has an adequate infrastructure facilities complete with lodging and restaurants. Location interesting addition in the village Penalokan Teranya. For there to be through the center of the village Ketazan then cross the lake. Village Teranya, we can see the ancient civilizations of Bali Baliaga. In this village, the people who have died simply placed under a tree. The corpses are not completely removed. The smell. One of Bali's most famous village, Kintamani, is located on the scenic regency of Bangladesh. The fresh air from the mountain combined with dizzy view is best enjoyed by cycling around the village or trekking. The dramatic landscape of the village centers around a volcanic caldera of ancient Mount Bachur having deep crater lake, Bali's largest, and bubbling hot springs. The village is also home to several temples, one of which is Pura Danu Bachur by the rim of the crater, which completes the already breathtaking natural view of Kintamani Village. When tourism started to develop in Bali around 1965, one tour package called the Rong Dance and Kintamani Tour was the most popular day sightseeing. The highlight of the tour, which is until now still exists, are Bali Artists Colonies, Chitayapol Temple, and Bachur Caldera. According to some senior tour guides who have been working in the industry for more than 2 decades, some tourists from Europe and USA regularly come to Bali, for more than 5 times since 1960s, and every time they come they always repeat to see this tour package. It might be the real spirit of Balinese nature and culture are mixed here, which can give various inspirations, probably from business of small handicrafts until 5-star hotels or restaurants for those who saw this as an opportunity. This has been proved by the tremendous development of tourism facilities in Bali from 1980s to 1995s. The writer believed very much that what is the value of this trip has been triggering other area of Bali to be known in tourism industry. Below is described shortly how these 3 areas have been attracting people from immemorial times. Kintamani and Bachur Caldera. Kintamani are with its magnificent view of Bachur Caldera have been recorded on King's charters as follows. Inscription dated 911 AD, mention about the king envoys to pray at Trunyan village. The local people were asked to serve the envoys to prepare the meals and facilities during this religious trip. The people requested to His Majesty to be exempted from certain taxes in lieu to the services rendered to the pilgrimage. Inscription dated 911 AD, the regulation for village member between the Bang village and Trunyan village was issued by the king to protect their interest. 3 inscriptions found at Kintamani dated 967 AD mentions a lodging, Besangra and Adair Mit licensed by the king Tebanendra Dharmaduwa. Here is mentioned also the influx or might be traffic of priests, bhiksu, that came to the area and wanted to settle. It was regulated that the newcomers must not exceed 10 families. Just around 1 kilometer north to Kintamani have found various stone sculptures carved in 1011 AD by master sculptor Pugat dedicated to the king and ancestors' spirits. It is a proof that Kintamani area is the oldest area to have been recorded in history of Bali. It was probably due to its very inspiring natural scenery and magical view. One of famous Indonesian novelist Sutan Pakirali Siabana also built his lodging on the foot of Mount Batur, where he produced many literary creations in the form of romance or novels. History of Kintamani. There are several sources that mention the history of Batur as Lontrekezu God, Lontra Usana Bali and Lontra King Purana Batur. Pura Batur mentioned that already existed since the time of Kuchar and Professor X is about a century until the beginning of 11th century. Because the vast acreage and Klinggi number is estimated that Klinggi Pura Batur's Peniiwi kings who ruled in Bali, as well as a heaven Jagat. Pura Batur at the god Istanu Distanukan is mentioned in Balinese Usana Lontra translated as follows. Is the story, happened in the month of Margasari, month to V, when Krishna Force, Thailand, Tersabutna Bethara Pasupati in India or transferring summit of Mount Meru is divided into two, held by the left and right hand and then brought to Bali is used as the sun via Stana Bethara Putrajaya, Ayang supreme deity, and peaks that brought his left hand into Mount Batur as Stana Godistanu, both at Azalanya island of Bali. Both mountain is a symbol and Pratana Purusa elements of Sanghayang with Pura Batur is a Hindu cult place throughout central Bali, Bali in particular, north and east lead in the field of safety rice field. Hence, in the revered saint who fell the Purnamaning 2x, Kedasa, all the people, especially in Alkili and Sabak, Sedahan come to Pura Batur to offer Suan. So if there's disaster pests,